Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today is February 15th, 2025, a Saturday in the 5th week of Ordinary Time. Let's dive into today's reflection on God's mercy in our daily lives. Let's begin with today's reading from the book of Genesis. Genesis 3, 9 through 24. After the man and woman ate from the forbidden tree, the Lord God called to the man and asked, "Where are you?" He answered, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." Then God said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" The man said, "The woman you put here with me. She gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it." Then the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent tricked me, and I ate." So the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed are you above all livestock and all wild animals. You will crawl on your belly, and you will eat dust all the days of your life. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel." To the woman he said, "I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. With painful labor you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." To Adam he said, "Because you listened to your wife and ate fruit from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil you will eat food from it all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food until you return to the ground, since from it you were taken. For dust you are, and to dust you will return." Adam named his wife Eve, because she would become the mother of all the living. The Lord God made garments of skin for Adam and his wife and clothed them. And the Lord God said, "The man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat, and live forever." So the Lord God banished him from the Garden of Eden to work the ground from which he had been taken. After he drove the man out, he placed on the east side of the Garden of Eden cherubim, and a flaming sword flashing back and forth to guard the way to the tree of life. Now let's move on to today's Gospel reading from Mark 8, 1 through 10. During those days another large crowd gathered. Since they had nothing to eat, Jesus called his disciples to him and said, "I have compassion for these people. They have already been with me 3 days and have nothing to eat. If I send them home hungry, they will collapse on the way, because some of them have come a long distance." His disciples answered, "But where in this remote place can anyone get enough bread to feed them?" "How many loaves do you have?" Jesus asked. "7," they replied. He told the crowd to sit down on the ground. When he had taken the 7 loaves and given thanks, he broke them and gave them to his disciples to distribute to the people, and they did so. They also had a few small fish. He gave thanks for them also, and told the disciples to distribute them. The people ate and were satisfied. Afterward, the disciples picked up 7 basketfuls of broken pieces that were left over. About 4,000 were present. After he had dismissed them, he got into the boat with his disciples and went to the region of Dalmanutha. Let's reflect on the words of Pope Francis. Faced with the multitude that followed him, and so to speak, did not leave him in peace, Jesus did not react with irritation. He did not say, "These people are bothering me." No, not at all. He reacted with compassion because he knew that they were not looking for him out of curiosity, but out of necessity. But let us be clear. Compassion, what Jesus feels, is not simply pity. It is something more. It means to suffer with, that is, to identify with the suffering of others to the point of taking it upon oneself. This is Jesus. He suffers with us. He suffers for us. And the sign of this compassion is the numerous healings he performed. Jesus teaches us to put the needs of the poor before our own. Our needs, however legitimate, will never be as urgent as those of the poor who lack the essentials to live. Thank you for joining me in today's reflection. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the Dare Today channel for more inspiring and reflective content. See you in the next video. God bless you. Stay inspired.